Okay, so to return briefly, I guess to the State of the Union, I see there a bit of gossip, fun tidbit that people were speculating about was the fact that Melania arrived in a separate car and at one point remained seated during one of his big applause lines when he shouted out our belief in faith and family. Yeah, so sort of symbolic, maybe, yes, no. Anyway, she looks splendid.
That means she's been watching Sam Harris videos.
Yeah, yes, she's an idiot.
Check your premises, theist.
The rumors are that she spending some time apart from Donald, maybe sort of in the doghouse over the Stormy Daniels affair, which I guess has a little bit of staying power as a story. I don't sort of there. Like it's. I mean,
do you think that Donald Trump's dick got hard and he fucked Stormy Daniels?
Well, this goes.
Do
back
you really
to
think that?
This is back to our original premise, which is that yes, I'm sure he paid her off to be quiet. I'm sure they had a liaison of some kind. But it goes back to this idea: does he have sex?
Absolutely not. I mean, why would he pay her off to not like? His public image is this rascally guy who fucks a lot. Why would he not? Why would he pay? I swear, I'm beginning to see the sunlight break through what I've thought all along. They were paying her to say, "Oh, I had sex with him."
But this is not without a precedent because he used to have Marlon Maples. He used to give her scripts to like call up gossip reporters in New York and say X, Y, and Z about he's an animal. We have sex all the time. What?
And this isn't like the stupid lib Twitter thing.
Pringles can.
Yeah, he's a 10-inch player.
Yeah.
This isn't the stupid liberal Twitter thing of like, his only sex he likes is being gay with Vladimir Putin. He's not gay. He's asexual.
He's asexual, yes.
He's a fruity man, but that doesn't make him gay. We've talked about this extensively. But it's like, listen to any time Donald Trump has talked about sex ever, like on Howard Stern on anything, and then compare it to how he talks about anything else. When he talks about anything else, he talks about like the textual experience. Like he talks about the texture of the chocolate cake he had, how delicious it was to compare to other things, what was in it. He talks about how soft the towels he threw into Puerto Rico felt. What the fucking whatever disgusting stupid country club he retrofitted to look like the last thing a Habsburg ever sees. he tells you everything. But when it comes to sex, what does he say? And it's not because he's not vulgar. He's a vulgar man also who likes to describe his favorite experiences. But when he talks about sex, when he talks about women he's supposedly fucked, it's like, she was in a beautiful red dress that was in style at the time. And she said that I was the coolest I was the only person who would have sex with her who was able to do such a thing. Anyway, after that, I called Anna Wintour, and it's like, well, what happened?
This goes. I mean,
are
like
you suddenly prudish?
The primal scene of this is, of course, the Access Hollywood Billy Bush tape, where again the phrase "grab them by the pussy" became so popular, and is still like that joke hasn't gotten stale at all, by the way, because it is an odd phrase. Even odder than that is on that tape when he said, "When I see beautiful women, I just can't help myself. I have to kiss them. I just can't stop kissing them." It's just like it's odd.
Well,
it's not.
And we want to clarify. We do think he does sexual assaults. But it's like when they describe them, it's like it's so about power. Like they're all about power, but these are so like they're just like he like grabbed my ass and was like great work. Like it's fucking incredible.
He talks about it in either violent, predatory terms, like I moved on her like a bitch, or in these weird transactional terms, like when he was bragging to Billy Bush that he bought her furniture.
And she didn't even fuck him after.
It's just confusing. What?
Yeah. And like when he talks about he never talks about the actual sex act he commits. He never talks about what it was like for him to have sex. He's just like
contrast that with for instance what we know about how Bill Clinton would talk about sex and the women that he to put it in the best possible light, treated like shit and on the gray area between outright sexual assault and rape. Alexander Cockburn in one of his books. I forget the citation for this, but he quoted someone who was a Native American activist and politician in Arkansas from when Bill was governor, who sat with him at a diner. And then, like, he had the waitress come by and sit in his lap or whatever. And then, like, as she went away, Bill's comment was, there goes the tightest pussy in all of Arkansas. Like, that's a distinct
Donald Trump
way of,
would
like,
never say that. He would be like, if he did that, he would make a woman sit on his lap like that. But after she left, he'd be like, "Boy, I'll tell you, she went to my building. She said fastest elevators she's ever been in. Do you believe that? Fastest elevators." And I said, that's something I know a lot about. I know a lot about elevators. I know Otis himself. Do you remember the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin? I think the most underrated scene, like the funniest one, is when Steve Carell is jacking off. He's trying to jack off to porn. And he just
Stormy Daniels is in that scene.
Yes. But he just can't do it because he's sexually inexperienced and freaks him out to see hardcore penetration. But then he imagines his perfect porn, which is a girl in a Star Trek uniform revealing like a part of her nipple. And for Donald Trump, it's probably similar to, it's like a woman in a business suit barely revealing her nipple, but talking about like how he outsmarted the zoning commission or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Nothing really that sexual about it.
And that's why I think the P tape is real and that all happened, not because he has this urine fetish or that he was even sexually aroused by this, but it's just the kind of thing that would happen if you're this oaf whom foreign intelligence services want to impress or get some dirt on, and they just say, "Hey Donald, we're gonna come up to this luxurious room, and these women are gonna put on a show for you." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Great, fantastic. This is beautiful. It's great volume there. Love this."
Yeah.
Excellent stream.
Yeah, he's just happy that they're doing something they don't want to do. That's the main thing. I mean, really, it shows how stupid intelligence agencies are, because if the Russians were the geniuses that people say they were, I don't even believe this shit's real, but if it was the P-tape thing, but if it was, it would be like, and they're these devious masterminds, they would just like get a woman with a bob haircut and be like, "This is the Anna Wintour of Russia."
Yeah,
and
but
just compliment him for 3 hours.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be an interesting tape, is the thing. My point is,
To me, it would be.
any weird or grotesque or compromising situation he could just be led into, like an oath.